I just want to set the world on fire. You know what you did. I'm coming for you. Which door do I actually go through? I'm not really sure how to proceed. Should I just start shooting? That might be fun. Do I just like go in? Also, forgot to make a new save when I start the new episode. Doop 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 doop. Nope, locked. Wait.
I understand you're Maverick Johnston's new star. Well done.
Sir? Ah.
Excuse me, just a moment.
No. No. No.
What's with the big hole in the wall?
Yeah, I have questions about the hole in the wall. He doesn't like that I came in here. Well, I've got a card, so fuck you. Does he exist? Is he even here? How am I gonna pop a head if there's no head to pop? Why would you take this from me? View priority message. Welcome, Chairman Rockwell. Chairman, the rough cut of the presentation is prepped to play. The PR department has a lot of work to do, but we've covered the basics. Halcyon is on the brink of starvation. The board scientists are working on a solution. Workers can look forward to lifetime employment program for their chance to contribute. You'll see the current version when you print your key cards for the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. And yes, before you ask, the dimethyl sulfate has been delivered there. So it's at the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. It's waiting for your sign off on the broad strokes, so I wanted to make sure you saw it. Don't worry. I'll make sure it gets properly edited. Sophia. Print key card. There you go.
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Rockwell, and I'm here to address a serious issue facing us. As you all know, our colony has been successful beyond our wildest dreams. Unfortunately, we've recently discovered that our food supply will not be able to sustain Halcyon's population in the long term. Everyone will die. Everyone will slowly stop living from malnutrition. But we're doing it together, and that's what matters. I fucking swear, if someone doesn't give me something to read that will placate the masses soon, all of you will find yourselves violently unemployed. But I can assure you there's nothing to fear. We've got a solution. It's called the Lifetime Employment Program. We will freeze most of the colony to preserve resources, while the best and brightest of Byzantium continue living in prosperity. Look, you idiots! How many times do I have to tell you we can't say shit like that? Fire whoever wrote this! While Halcyon's brightest minds solve the problem of our nutritional shortage, the rest of the colony will be placed in suspended animation. Individuals will be revived on a rotating basis so that every Halcyonite can be part of the important work of saving our colony. By testing paperweights. Sorry, couldn't resist. Let's go again. And someday, in the not-too-distant future when we've solved this crisis, we'll all be back together again working for the good of Halcyon. Until then, the board shall provide for the deserving just as it always has. So, obey your supervisors, take your vitamins, follow your corporate-mandated grooming rituals, and rest assured with the board on your side, there is nothing to worry about.
I don't know about you, but I'm all for living fast and dying young.
Can we talk?
So that's not good. So they're aware that the colony is starving, as we addressed before. in the Alien storyline. And his solution is to freeze people. He claims he's going to put them on a rotation where people take turns living, essentially, then go back into hibernation so that the population is small enough to be sustained by the food supply. But we know that they can't revive people who get frozen, because that's the whole point of why all of my people can't be woken up again. Which is why he makes that joke about, like, by being paperweights. It's because they're just no one's gonna get back up. They're essentially killing people, which is what their solution is to most things. I really wanted to shoot this guy. It was gonna be like one of the first things I did when I walked in, and now he's like not here, and it's like I'm really flustered about the whole thing. I haven't put points into my gun skill for a while, as much as that's truly necessary. It's not. Level 29. Yeah. Can we talk about something? Yeah, we should want to talk about something. Yeah, Halcyon's fucked. We're all fucked. There's a hole in the wall, which is weird, and we're fucked. Send Minister Clark's message to Earth. Hope that works out. Probably won't. Personal files. What's taking so long? First of all, how long does it take to clear out an abandoned office? Toss Clark's belongings into the streets of Byzantium for all I care. He's not using them. Just get my office expansion done before I return. I'm tired of staring at that hole in the wall. And for law's sake, do something about that doom and gloom presentation. We have the brightest minds in Halcyon working in our public relations department, and they will make this announcement sound like a damned funeral elegy. We need something bright and cheerful. We need something we can sell. Masseuse. Percival, reschedule my regular Wednesday massage. I have urgent matters to tend to it off-site. Food reserves. Chairman, I have made inquiries and can confirm that we have plenty of food, real food, stored away from our inter-colony trade. The nutritional profile of food produced within Halcyon has continued to decline. Soon people are going to start feeling hungry no matter how much they eat. Unfortunately, it's gotten too expensive to continue buying from even the closest colonies, but what we have will sustain Byzantium and a minimal workforce for the foreseeable future. Sophia. So of course, only the poor will starve. We're about to have colony collapse on the food supply, and instead of doing anything about that, their solution is just to hoard food for the people on this planet. The other corporations. Chairman, the heads of the other 9 corporations are up in arms about their shares again. As head of UDL, you can overrule them easily, but I thought you should know they're at it again. Percival. I think they intentionally removed him, thinking that you would shoot him when he got here. Which, yeah, I was thinking about it. Where did you guys go? Oh yeah, shipment status report. Dimethyl sulfoxide, 46 gallon, full quantity unavailable, partial quantity retrieved by Ministry of Accuracy Morale. Benzene, 75 gallon, full quantity received by Ministry of Accuracy Morale. Sodium hypochlorite, 348 gallons, received at Docking Bay 2, awaiting shipment to Ministry of Accuracy Morale. Ooh. Am I supposed to go with the sodium hypochlorite and, like... Yeah, I think I'm supposed to ride to the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. Like, jump, like... I think I'm supposed to sneak into the shipment and go with it. I think that's the trick here. Where do they keep going when I talk to that? Oh, hi.
If I still believed in the grand plan, a revelation like this would have seriously shaken my faith. Knowing you, I can only assume you have already begun formulating a plan to deal with this. So tell me, what are we going to do?
Well, when the poor get hungry, they eat the rich. I don't know, but someone's gonna die, and it won't be us.
I hate to contradict you by pointing out that everyone dies, but it is better to die last, I suppose. Anything you'd like to discuss?
Something on your mind?
She doesn't give a fuck, apparently. Oh, well, I'm displeased. Am I about to get attacked because I trespassed in here? Because, I don't recommend that.
I beg your pardon. Minister Clark's former office is currently closed to solicitors.
You should get back to your desk. I saw someone eyeing your stationery.
What? Oh dear. Thank you for reminding me. I can't stand the thought of someone else's hands touching my custom letterheads.
You goddamn sociopath. Alright, I'm out. Where the fuck is this guy? He's joking about all the people that are going to go into permanent hibernation.
In your room. Do you still study medicine?
Nah, I just use them to hold heavy things in place.
Most wise. I was considering throwing away all my old texts, but I like your idea better.
Today's greeting is brought to you by Auntie Cleo.
Nope. Done with you. I'm on a bit of a mission. Here we go. It's just right next door. Reasonably easy to get to. Maybe I don't even have to sneak in. Or like inside the shipment or whatever. Maybe I just walk my ass inside. Precisely how many of you know how completely fucked everything is?
Not so fast. The Ministry of Accuracy and Morale is off limits to everyone without X-36 level clearance.
It's okay. I'm a doctor.
I don't care if you're a brain surgeon. If you don't work here, or for Chairman Rockwell himself, you're not getting in.
Worth a try. You'd be surprised how often that works.
Like I said, X-36 clearance only beyond this point.
How's this for clearance?
I don't know how you got that, but I still don't know you, and I don't have any new clearances on the list.
You must not be up to date on your Z532 clearances.
What are you talking about? There's no such thing.
Sure there is. You just don't have the clearance to know about it.
What? There's no way. I'm cleared to know about all clearances. I mean, I've gotta be, right?
No, actually.
Huh. I never thought about any of this. Go on through, and let's pretend this conversation never happened.
Alright, that was distressingly straightforward. I guess the trick is to dress like this. Probably helps. Change statues. Welcome to the Human Resources Portal, the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. Humans are our fourth most important resource of the Ministry. If you have a complaint about anything work-related, write it about it here. You will feel much better after you do. Employee complaint from Carolyn Endcott. Issue finally taking action. Theodore Isaacs keeps eating my pulpleberry lunches. I know that sprat-toothed little snot is one doing it. I've seen him with cracker thumbs and with cracker crumbs on his lips and purpleberry stains on his lab coat. Working next to him and seeing him pick the remains of my lunch out of his disgusting teeth just makes me want to scream. There, I did it. I screamed a little. That felt good. I'm just going to sit in the kitchen and wait for him to do it again. I'll catch him in the act, and then I'll come back and write up another entry. I'm going to be so livid. Is he? Wow. Whoa, they're all gone. That was spooky how they all vanished. Oh, the true problems with the elite. Just pour them, the suffering that they face.
Easy does it.
Was I supposed to do that? Hi.
You hear about that incident working in that clothing store? So what if those MSI suits made it on Monarch this whole time? I could do it. Easy.
I actually don't know what that elevator goes to. Alright, there's kind of some witnesses around here. Hi. That was smooth. She's like, it's okay, I'm a doctor. Probably does work. People are like, oh, of course. Ha 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 ha. Bathroom. Oh, hey. That's the one that I've got on my thing. It's definitely a large building, but there's not a lot going on around here. Everyone's in lunch mode. I wonder if one of them is having like their dispute over the purple berry. There's Carolyn.
Sorry, I'm kinda in the middle of something.
You seem like a woman who knows about sprite mitochondria, but I can take this conversation elsewhere if you're busy.
Oh. Oh. You know, I always have time for sprout mitochondria, as well as charming men who can appreciate the finer points of cell biology.
How do you feel about mitosis and meiosis, the contours of smooth endoplasmic reticula?
This is certainly a conversation worth continuing elsewhere, but I don't think I've seen you around, and I'm sure I'd remember you.
I'm new, and my paperwork hasn't come through yet.
In that case, I can get you into the lab. Consider it a favor you can repay later. Follow me.
This is one way to get in, although I already did the other way. I think there's like 4 different ways I can get into this lab, and just watch me do all of them at once. Where does the elevator go to? Does that go to Rockwell? I should probably, I mean, eyes on the prize, get the chemicals first, right? Then maybe pay a little visit. That's barred. From what direction? Oh hey, the door's just open now.
Hold, I need a favor. Think you could let my friend through just this once? After all, you still owe me.
Fine. But I don't want to hear anything about the catch-up packet incident ever again. And he's on his own if he runs into the guards downstairs.
You're the best, Holt.
Okay, I guess we never continued our conversation afterwards. Wait, was that just to get back here? I was already back here from other directions. The layout of this place is confusing.
It ain't stealing if no one sees.
Isn't that right? Guys, you're terrible at this. Come on, guys.
Sure. You gotta teach me that.
I'm trying to spitefully take all of their shit. And you guys are blowing my cover by not taking social cues. Security Blade Ultra. Still garbage because it's a melee weapon.
going?
I am en route, Captain.
Y'all ready for this? I thought I was gonna go up because I thought that other door went somewhere else, but this was just me being back behind the checkpoint anyway. Am I gonna get shot? Ooh, a disguise with a time limit.
I hear about you ordering more tests performed with sample 4157. That's actually...
So I had the tech run the trial again, and the results were 0.003% difference.
Don't mind me, it is me, haha, Dr. Scientist. Thing does not, does it run out immediately or do I have 3 bars? Oh shit, we'll find out. There was 3 ellipses, I thought I was gonna have more bars. That disguise wasn't very effective at all. The disguise system in this game is weird. It just like expires. You were disguised, but you were then in the building for 30 seconds, so now the disguise doesn't work. What? What does it even mean? People weren't even looking at me when it expired. It just kind of expired anyway. Thankfully, I'm very stealthy. So stealthy. Maybe even a little too stealthy. Uh-oh.
No visitors allowed, citizen. I'm going to need to see some identification.
Dr. Endicott can vouch for me.
Let me guess. She's still holding the catch-up packet incident over Holt's head, right? We've talked to her before. She can't keep letting her special friends down here.
Hey, I'm extra special.
Just get out of here. I don't want to catch you hanging around.
Fine. Ooh, my costume reset. Oh, running makes it go down faster. Great. Okay, where am I going? Oh god. It lasts so little time.
I can feel it.
Ouchies. I'm in. Welcome to the Human Experimentation Station of the Ministry of Accuracy Morale. Wow. Human testing is a required step of a new product or process in order to ensure accuracy. Please be sure to document the results of all tests thoroughly to save the expense of additional trials, known as lives. Lives. Lab notes. Live human trials. The addition of dimethyl sulfoxide to the current round of tests has resulted in some improvements. Subjects are showing improved circulation and increased neural activity. However, our formula is still missing something. We are still unable to fully revive subjects from long-term hibernation, and removing their supply of dimethyl sulfoxide results in a rather excruciating death. The problem is compounded when we consider reviving and freezing subjects multiple times over their lives. To make matters worse, we've had a hard time securing additional dimethyl sulfoxide. We may have to do with this batch. Okay. So they can't revive people. So which means that this whole freezing plan is a lie. Transfer dimethyl sulfoxide to canister. Warning, this procedure may result in the invalidation of experimental results and the death of human test subjects. Further information. Sudden withdrawal of dimethyl sulfoxide is highly lethal and will result in the cancellation of any in-process experiments. Experimental integrity and test subject vitality can be maintained by leaving 73.629% of dimethyl sulfoxide concentration in circulation. But taking only 1/4 of what I need is bad. Experiment details. Charles Rockwell. Experimental authorization. Lifetime employment program. To repeatedly revive human subjects from extended hibernation without causing death of the human subject and loss of associated productivity. Inconclusive. Oh boy. We have a conundrum. This room is full of people who are currently in stasis, and apparently taking dimethyl sulfoxide will cause their deaths. Excruciating deaths, they specify. Ah, a quick exit path. How convenient for my lack of stealth that's remaining. Because I've used up one of my excuses. That's what the ellipses are for. Stealth hasn't come up very much in this game, so I don't actually know. I'm not used to how it works. Letter from Phil. This is just unrelated. One last moral quandary, perhaps. I'm torn because I suppose this is like our chance to prove we're just as ruthless as they are, right? Like they don't value human life and did all that bad stuff, but like, you know, you're about to kill these people too, aren't you? Are you any better? Which, I mean, to be fair, yeah. I've probably killed hundreds of people over the course of this game, like continuously. There was a good chance I was gonna have to shoot my way in and out of here too. At the same time, though, I'm here to save the colonists on the Hope. And they can be revived because I've been revived, so I'm proof that this system works. They can't revive people. They don't know what they're doing. So right now, all these people are going to die based on the trajectory of everything else. They abandoned the entire Hope because they couldn't revive people from stasis. So I have no reason to think that they're going to revive these people successfully. And if I let them keep the dimethyl sulfoxide, not only will these people die, because they'll keep failing like they have so far, but then they'll bring new test subjects in and kill them too. So I think as far as the evidence goes, these people are basically already dead, and if I don't kill them, more people will die. Both because the Hope people, like I won't be able to revive most of the people on the Hope if we go percentage-wise and take it that way. Although I don't really know what that percentage translates to as far as percentage of Hope saved, but only taking 26% could be devastating for the process of how many people on the Hope get to live. I don't know, it kind of feels like two birds, one stone. The excruciating death part's really fucked up, but I think they're just going to bring more people in here to kill. And in fact, these people keep killing people down below and everything. Like this whole... anything that helps take this whole government down, which is reviving the Hope and working with the dissident factions to try to subvert their rule, is the best we can do to stop just what's constant death. Like, just like how they're shipping people down into that underground area seemingly every day or week or whatever just to kill them all off. Like, it's brutal. This is gonna suck though. 100%. I suppose at least that was quick. Like, really quick, actually. Sorry, yo. You put your trust in the wrong faction. Didn't get to shoot him in the face. Where is he? Is he up here? So these are all workers. Central lab. It's not where he would be either. Damn. That's just another lab. No. I don't think he's here. I don't think that the leader is here. I think they're keeping him out of my line of sight like perpetually because I could just shoot him. And that would really close things out with us.
Understand a problem until you free yourself from the desire for an answer.
Wait. Am I gonna, is this where am I? Oh. I just came out of a different elevator. Oh. Where is Clark? Or is that the right name? Rockwell. Clark's the guy I was helping earlier. Alright, back to Phineas. Do I not get a chance to shoot Rockwell? I really wanted to shoot Rockwell. Are you sure I can't shoot Rockwell?
Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, they're sharing a drink upstairs.
So then I says, fine, I'll pay you back for all of it, with interest.
Nice one. You must have had them quaking in their heels.
I mean, I wasn't really gonna do it. I just wanted to make him feel bad.
Pay you back with interest. I gotta remember that one.
Would have felt better if it had worked.
Wait, that was my line.
Something on your mind?
That was my intimidate option.
Good to see you, boss.
Alright, 0 reactions to the life-shattering revelation that's come out. Just you.
I find myself marveling at the complex...
Yeah. Fibonacci spiral.
Dust accumulation analysis. 2.5 years.
I'm honestly a little surprised you haven't finished cleaning this place yet.
Hey, Cap.
What's with the Raptidon in your room?
Oh, that's just Frida. She's the first rapt I ever killed. I had her preserved.
Preserved? How?
Took it to a dock in Stellar Bay. He said something about cold storage this and preservative that. And at the end of the day, the head didn't stink anymore. 20 years later, it still doesn't. That, or I've become accustomed to it.
You've had that head for 20 years?
Oh, sure. Once in a while, I've got to bury her and come back later. She's a big girl. Tough to lug around. But she's been with me a while, so...
Mind if I talk to it once in a while?
Her. And of course, she's a great conversationalist. Never argues, never judges. Hey, Cap.
I feel like the gravity of the situation is undercut by the party members not really caring that much, or even not reacting at all to the news.
Something busted, Captain?
There's nothing. It's just the one. And I just got it through that entire sequence without fighting anybody, which is restrained of me, I suppose.
If you don't, you have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
No one ever looks quite the same in person as they do in my reports. And my reports of you have been exceptionally thorough. You've had quite a career.
I'm just getting started.
I'm glad to hear that. This may come as a surprise, but I happen to enjoy your work. I've been keeping up with you ever since Emerald Vale. Now that was an interesting piece of work. A rundown backwater, barely worth the ink on a map. Until you showed up. When you cut off power to Edgewater, you saved me a great deal of trouble. Now I don't have to bother trying to save that town. All this happened because some mysterious stranger fell out of the sky.
I didn't do any of this for you.
No. I imagine you were just trying to survive. It couldn't have been easy for you, stranded on an unfamiliar world with all your colleagues back on the Hope. You should be back on the Hope, frozen in a hibernation chamber. Yet here you are, flying about in a stolen ship, leaving a trail of paperwork in your wake. The board doesn't know what to make of you. But I do. I've seen your potential. There's so much we can do for this colony.
How do you know I'm from the Hope?
You haven't exactly been keeping it a secret. We raised security on the Hope after Wells broke in. As for discovering the identity of the missing colonist, all we had to do was scan the passenger manifest.
I'm sure you didn't bring me all this way just to flatter me.
You have something I want. I'd like to negotiate.
Ha, no. You people need some better security. Anyone could have lifted those chemicals.
Yes, I'm aware that you stole a batch of precious chemicals and destroyed an important experiment. Enterprising of you, if irritating. My scientists tell me they'll restore the damage you've done within a matter of months. But I'm not here to talk about minor setbacks. Phineas Wells is wanted by the board. I want to convince you to turn him in to us.
The answer is no. We're done here, Ada.
You are making a serious mistake.
Adjutant Akande's call has been terminated. Will there be anything else, Captain?
Let's get out of here.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Hopefully they can't just...
Arrived at Phineas's orbital lab.
Hopefully they can't just track me straight here. That'd be unfortunate for me. And him. And everyone else. I'm not currently overflowing with other options. Byzantium was brief. All things considered. Could have been done in one episode if I just went straight there, actually.
I've kept myself busy in your absence, optimized my formula. I'm now confident I can revive the remaining colonists. All I need now is the Dimethyl Sulfoxide. I'll take as much as you can give me.
Forget about the chemicals for a second. The colony's on the verge of collapse.
What? Oh, yes, well, that's obvious. Anyone with 2 working labs can see this colony's slouching toward oblivion. Why do you think we've been doing all this? I revived you to help me save Halcyon from annihilation.
It gets worse. The chairman's planning on freezing every worker in Halcyon.
Oh, hold on. Let me see if I understand this correctly. You're saying that Halcyon's on the brink of total collapse, and the chairman's plan to save all of us is to save himself? I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us? That's not a plan. That's a goddamn escape clause. That makes 2 things we don't have. Time and chemicals to revive the other settlers. None of this was supposed to happen. I was supposed to revive the Hope's colonists. We were supposed to have enough time to solve the problem before we all starved.
Yep. Now we pretty much have to overthrow the government immediately, or they're going to start freezing everyone, and those people aren't going to be able to come back, because even with Phineas's expertise, they won't have the chemicals to save them. There's some hope from the fact that she just told us that we set them back by months, which gives us some time, but we have to hurry on that front. And we did save the scientist that might be able to come up with a way to help people survive, but good luck with that. Has he mentioned her yet? No. I found your chemicals in the Ministry. The board was testing them on human subjects.
Human test subjects? Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable. That's exactly what I'd expect out of the board.
I had to let the test subjects die, but I brought back all the chemicals they had.
Thank you. You've brought me enough chemicals to get started, at least. I'm just sorry they came at the cost of human lives. Those poor people, they must have died in agony. What exactly was the board trying to accomplish?
I keep waiting for the moment where Phineas turns out to be unhinged and untrustworthy and dangerous in some way. Some kind of twist on his character, but it seems pretty straightforward actually still. They still haven't like surprised me with like, oh, he's actually awful, surprise. Maybe I'm just getting Rick vibes from him all the time. The board's trying to mitigate damage to human tissue during the revival process.
You say the board's trying to freeze their subjects over and over again without inflicting permanent damage? Well, they're nowhere close to solving that problem. I'll tell you this much. The board scientists are hopelessly lost. After years of fruitless experimentation, they've made exactly zero progress.
What makes you say that?
I used to work for these people. I'm intimately familiar with the utter incompetence of the board's own scientists. We're out of time. We're out of chemicals. We may very well be out of options. If the board has their way, we're all going to be spending the rest of our lives frozen in stasis. Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists? The board's going to kill them all, toss them out into space, just to make room in their hibernation chambers.
We need to think about this. There has to be something we can do.
Short of lining up every member of the board and shooting them in the back of the head.
Alright.
Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists, the brightest minds Earth ever sent us, uncorrupted by the board. The board's going to dispose of them all and transform the Hope into a prison for the rest of us. They're likely on their way to the Hope as we speak. We need to get to those colonists before the board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few of them, but no easy way to get them off the Hope.
There's a way. It's not exactly safe, but we could skip the Hope into the system.
Merciful gibbering law, you're a genius! We bring the Hope to us. Skip the entire ship across the distance of colony space, right next to my lab.
The Hope's probably damaged. We'll have to route power from the Unreliable.
Yes, exactly. You're a step ahead of me, but I perceive the shape of your plan. If we link up the Hope to the Unreliable, then use your navigational computer to calculate a reasonably safe vector, we can skip the entire colony ship into the rings of Terra 2.
And that's going to work, without killing us in the process. I thought intra-system microjumps were prohibited for a reason.
Yes, there's always a risk of a catastrophic collision between the Hope and, say, Terra 2, in theory. But you'll be fine, provided your calculations are correct.
I've got a healthy disregard for personal safety, but
This sounds crazy, even to me.
Your instincts are correct. By any reasonable definition of sanity, this plan is crazy. Isn't it wonderful? You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the unreliable. Then head to the bridge. Your navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope skip drive. Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the frozen colonists. I can start reviving them immediately.
I've got some questions.
Certainly. How can I help?
Should I expect any resistance?
It wouldn't surprise me. When I pulled you out of the Hope, the board nearly intercepted me. I expect they stepped up security since my little act of larceny.
Just so we're clear, you know skip drives aren't supposed to be used like this.
Skip drives were never designed to be used within a system, but I skipped my ship across Halcyon when I rescued you, and that turned out fine, mostly. That is, I ruined my ship and nearly killed myself in the process, but the maneuver was well within acceptable margins of risk. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
I won't be fine. People aren't going to notice a gigantic colony ship slamming into the rings of Terra 2?
Unlikely. The Hope is as massive as the Groundbreaker, but compared to the rings of Terra 2, positively minuscule. The board might notice, possibly, depending on the position of their heads relative to the depth of their collective posteriors.
Is there a tracking device on it? That's the issue, is can they track the ship? Also, what? I don't think I understood that the Hope is as big as the Groundbreaker. I guess this explains how we're gonna shape the colony by unleashing this. It has a population on a scale compared to the colony itself that I wasn't really anticipating. I'm ready.
I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers, scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together, we can still find a way to save Halcyon. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. I choose to believe otherwise. If there's even the slightest chance we can save Halcyon from oblivion, then we have to take it.
I wanted to talk about the Hope.
Certainly. How can I help?
Just kidding.
So, sneak onto a lost colony ship and skip it across the system. What could go wrong?
Sounds fun, doesn't it?
So we're really gonna do this? I've seen lots of crazy, Captain, but Phineas is in a class of his own. Do you really think he knows what he's doing? Sending us to skip the Hope into Terra 2's orbit right under the board's nose?
I'm not sure, but it's our best chance.
There's a sobering thought. Makes me want to drink. I think this whole plan's insane, but it'll make a good story, you know, if we survive. Speaking of, I get that Phineas thinks he's saving the colony, but what about you? Why risk your neck on this crazy scheme?
Well, what about you? You're still with me.
I'll do anything for a good story, and nothing shines on a pirate's resume like a successful suicide mission. But I asked you first.
What else am I gonna do? For better or worse, my future is tied to Halcyon now.
Makes you wish for a fancier ship with bigger engines. Don't know about you, but I'd be out of here if I could. Still, all this depends on the other Hope colonists. Are they gonna pull us out of the shit? Or are we all just gonna leave a bigger, uglier stain on this corner of the galaxy?
If they're half as capable as me, we'll be in good hands.
This is why I like you, Captain. Well, whenever you're ready to do this, I'm with you. Anything else?
Let's get going then. Our big final success? Risk? We'll see.
If you stop in the engine room, would you ask Parvati to send Sam down to the bridge?
You just can't get enough of Sam, can you?
I don't know that you should be listening to those serials with Felix. They're gonna give you funny ideas about human-mechanical relationships that I won't explain. Evening, Captain. Or is it afternoon? I don't know how long I've been up here. Felix keeps asking me to watch some adventure serial with him. It's not my thing, but he's real sweet about it.
Battery levels are fully charged.
It's almost like there's the single designated party member for each plot point that has a reaction.
Hey, boss, I've been thinking.
Oh.
You know, they're gonna make a serial about our adventures one day. I've been trying to think of a good title for this episode. I like the sound of The Skip Job. No, wait, I got it. Hope in Dark Times. Get it? Hope? Like the ship. That's what folks in the business call wordplay.
The business. Not bad, Felix. Our adventure serial is going to need a name too.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. Got a list right here. Thrilling Tales of the Unreliable. Or maybe Spine-Chilling Stories from the Edge of the System. Was also considering Astounding Adventures in the Ether. I'm partial to that last one.
How about Felix's adventure and shutting up and doing as he's told? I prefer The Adventures of Steve Buckworthy and Company.
Not bad. Got a nice ring to it. Stealing the hope from the board, skipping it across the whole damn system. This is gonna be great. I can't wait.
Unless we all die horribly.
Come on, boss. We're not gonna die horribly. It'd kill our ratings. I'm sure you've got plans to make. As for me, I gotta keep practicing my signature dropkick. The Hope might have cameras.
Can I bring everyone on this final mission? It always feels dumb when I can't bring everyone on the final mission. That was one of the great moments about the Mass Effect DLC, as they finally had the ridiculous moment where not only was every member of your crew on the mission, every member that wasn't on your crew but you wished was on your crew was also on the mission.
Hey, Cap.
Because, like, this is important. Everything relies on this. Don't give me this, like, oh, squad of 2 crap.
Yes, you caught me ruminating again. What's...
Nope, those are the 2 that had thoughts this time. Alright, buckle up, everyone. Up next should be the grand finale. Unless it takes a while, then it might be a few episodes. I don't fucking know.